toe. Have you ever heard a story so epic it feels like it should be a blockbuster movie? Well, today, we're diving into one of the greatest stories ever told, the Exodus. It's a tale of slavery and freedom, of miracles and divine power, and it all revolves around two larger-than-life figures, Moses and the Pharaoh of Egypt. Our story begins in ancient Egypt, where the Hebrew people have been enslaved for 400 years, suffering under the harsh rule of the Pharaoh. Their cries for help reach the heavens, and a deliverer is chosen in the most unlikely way. A Hebrew baby, set adrift in a basket on the Nile to escape a terrible decree, is found and raised by Pharaoh's own daughter. This baby is Moses. He grows up as a prince of Egypt, but his destiny is far grander. After a dramatic turn of events, Moses flees Egypt and becomes a shepherd. It's there, in the wilderness, that he encounters God in the form of a burning bush that burns but is not consumed. He is given a monumental task: return to Egypt and tell the mighty Pharaoh to let his people go. Imagine the courage it took. Moses, now a humble shepherd, stands before the most powerful man on earth and delivers this audacious message. Pharaoh, of course, laughs, his heart is hardened, and he refuses. He even makes the Hebrews work harder. This refusal sets the stage for a divine showdown unlike any other. God sends a series of 10 devastating plagues upon Egypt. The Nile turns to blood, frogs swarm the land, and darkness covers everything. Each plague is a direct challenge to the gods of Egypt and a demonstration of ultimate power. With each plague, Moses repeats the demand, "Let my people go." And with each plague, Pharaoh's pride and stubbornness only grow. He'll agree, only to go back on his word the moment the plague is lifted. The final plague is the most terrible of all. The firstborn son in every Egyptian household will die, from the palace to the prison. The Hebrews, however, are given specific instructions. They are to mark their doorposts with the blood of a lamb. The angel of death will see the mark and pass over their homes. This event, known as the Passover, is the final straw. Heartbroken and defeated, Pharaoh finally tells the Hebrews to leave. They don't waste a second. Hundreds of thousands of men, women, and children leave Egypt, a nation of former slaves now on a journey to a promised land. But the story isn't over. Pharaoh, in a fit of rage and regret, changes his mind one last time. He gathers his army, his chariots, and pursues them. The Hebrews find themselves trapped, with the Red Sea in front of them and Pharaoh's army closing in behind. It seems like the end. But Moses, holding his staff high, stretches his hand over the water. A mighty wind blows, and the sea parts, creating a dry path right through the middle. The Hebrews walk across on dry ground, with walls of water on either side. Once they are safely across, the Egyptian army charges into the pathway. Moses again raises his hand, and the walls of water crash down, swallowing the entire army. On the other side, the Hebrews witness their miraculous salvation. They are truly free. Their journey takes them to the foot of Mount Sinai. It is here that Moses ascends the mountain and receives the 10 Commandments from God, a moral and ethical code that would shape Western civilization. These laws, written on 2 stone tablets, form a covenant, a sacred agreement between God and his people. While Moses is on the mountain, the people below grow restless and build a golden calf to worship, a grave mistake that shows just how much they still have to learn. Despite this setback, the journey continues. God instructs them to build a portable sanctuary, the tabernacle, so that his presence can dwell among them. Detail, from the intricate carvings to the sacred objects inside, is carefully designed. The story of the Exodus is more than just an ancient tale. It's a powerful narrative about fighting for freedom, having faith in the face of impossible odds, and the incredible journey from bondage to liberation. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, there is always hope for a new beginning. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey through history. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic tales. See you next time.